evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Sunless Sea. Oops. Wrong button. Now. We're still looking for Station 3. Fate of needles there. Almost safe. First passage. Don't know where this guy wanted to go. And luxury. Yes, yes, yes. Onwards. Ay, 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 damn, I forgot what I wanted to talk about. Damn! Flap. Forgot what I wanted to talk about. I waited with the recording way too long. Wait. Oh well. It happened. Maybe I remember during the recording, so right now let's look for bloody Station 3. Has to be somewhere. It has to. I would love to go there. Excuse me. Oh, I have to yawn. It's probably anything, mate. Probably just diet. Yes, skeletons can get diet. Really seriously, I just want to know where Station 3 is. If you're peak mode, and I'm kinda happy. Peak mode. Go away. Just don't know you're not peak Field Haven. cross exactly that line, then no, I think very well. Very well. I remember now what I wanted to talk about. The book series I'm currently reading. No, you're not friendly. That's a tiny ship. Seriously. Working of prisoners on you. Okay, about that. Okay. Just one. Station 3! Hello! Here you are. Seriously. Just where did you hide from me, buddy? So, non-fluke. First, that's all about. And then, let's get this out of the way. He is terribly excited and requests your steadying presence to ensure he maintains the appropriate scientific detachment. What? I'm just a captain. The shed is empty, saving a writing desk and the gigantic mess of mass of needles. The anxious student snaps off the tip of one and twirls it between his fingers. I hypothesize that the flukes have a method of absorbing and storing our lived experiences. It follows, therefore, that there should exist a means of transmitting, reliving that experience. Like so. He stabs the needle through his palm, his eyes dull. You heard Captain Harris Sailor target the Ogadai and fire torpedoes. And if you hit one of the lone flukes, then by God and her majesty I will put you out of the airlock and let the spiny take you. He wakes from the reverie a moment later, beaming. That will do. Pass me your notes. I carry on the experiment from here. Okay. No shops, no shipyard. Very well then. I think that's a friendly one. Yes. No friendly ships. Everything else, ghastly. What's up there? So where was I? After finding the Salt Lands. I just wanted to talk about the book series I'm currently reading. Some things that I like there, something that I'm annoyed by there. Basically, the book series is the Demon Cycle Saga by Peter V. I'm currently almost done with book 4. Ay, ay, ay. So, first thing that annoy me. It's like now currently only characters annoy me. I say 4 books in. What? The most annoying character for me is one protagonist, actually. One main protagonist. There are a lot of characters and protagonists there. But there are 2 main protagonists. Oh, Jesus! Two main protagonists. One goes by the name of, and I will use the German names, Arlen Strohbahn. And the other is Aman Azu Hosh Kamin Am Jadir Am Kaji. That's a mouthful. But right now, Arlen Strohbahn. He annoys me to no end. In the first 2 to 3 books, his only trait is his hatred for the demons / orklings. Eastern Angler crap. Go away. This hatred for demons. Understandable, he has such hatred. But now, for a long time, that was his only defining trait. There was no development whatsoever. Why does he hate the demons so much? Well, they killed his mother right in front of his eyes. So yeah, no wonder he wants to kill them all. Ooh, thank you very much. And more supplies. He wants to kill them all. Preferably with his own hands. And as I said, a long time, that's the only thing that literally drives him. It still is the only thing that literally drives him. Kill the blasted orklings. But really, he runs away from his home because his father was a coward twice. First, during the actual orkling attack. Later, they were on the way to a healer. It was getting dark. Night is the only time where these demons come out. And well, he goes back a little bit to a farm, just to live in safety. For the night and continue during the day. And there, just one or more and he would have gotten there. And of course was furious because his mother didn't survive the night. So the next day he runs away. There's also another thing that happened there. It's medieval fantasy, so it's pretty normal that children from different families get promised to each other. And that's what happened there too. Another thing that happened then and there, one of the daughters of the man who runs that farm wanted to get out for certain reasons. And just as so happened, the aunt's father was a soon-to-be widow. Yeah. All Anne was not happy. So the next day he ran away. His father didn't follow. Too much of a whip. So that's basically the gist of it that you need to know. But why he hates demons. Other than that, they claim a night for themselves and hurt the humans on the north, the people on the north, behind their walls. So yeah. Not particularly great. So yeah. Another thing that drives him is his lust for freedom. Which basically stalls his development for a long time too. Basically is, even now, such a stagnant character. Zero development whatsoever. But yeah, he's such a stagnant character. Other than the other main protagonist, Aman Azu Hoshkamin Amjadi Amkaji, he had a lot of development. Not in the first book, but in the second, he went from a little runt to a normal, crazy. He's not crazy, or he is crazy, but Krasian, let's call that. There are two big tribes of people there. The Tesan and the Grasian. The second protagonist is of Grasian heritage. So he went from Little Runt to your normal warrior down there, Sharum. Someone who basically goes into an artificial labyrinth where demons are herded into, and then the demons get killed for the honor of... It's highly religious on there. For honor and the place. It's the table of Everam. Highly religious. Highly religious society on there. So both are religious. But yeah. Other than that, he then later became basically a general and learned more and more and more on the way. And became later the savior, the Messiah, the Shah Damakar. And now he's on his conquest to unite all the people of North and South by blood and iron. Fire with fire and steel. And on his way, he learns even more. And he literally is a sponge of wisdom, of knowledge. Put him alone somewhere in the north, and he absorbs everything. Even he was a general. Arlen and I didn't know each other, so yeah. But even then, he was a sponge. He wanted to know everything about it. Are the people on Earth really cowards? What is a culture? What is their religion? So on and so forth. He wanted to know. He desperately wanted to know. Oi, oi, oi. Literally was a sponge. And I don't underestimate that. It's really put him somewhere alone in the north, and he absorbs it. He still is a fanatic, because pretty much everyone down in Krasia is a fanatic, except for a few exceptions. But yeah, pretty much everybody down there is a fanatic. Him included. But he's also the kind of man who just can't get enough from learning. He still thinks his religion is superior to all, the one true religion, but except that. And his Ragnar said about being honorable and war and such. That, except for that, was pretty funny, really. He fell in love with another of the protagonists, one of the side protagonists, and basically he, southerner, she, northerner, already clash of cultures, but still he fell in love and wants to marry her. So what does he do first? Do it the Krasian way. Didn't work. And then slowly he begins to flirt. So and so far that funny to no end because suddenly he's such a little boy suddenly in the body of a man, of a grown man, one of the mightiest people in that world, and he just stumbles because he just doesn't know how to deal with that. It's amazing. I love it so much. That's the second book that it's second or third, I don't know. It really was hilarious. Pretty much anyone in his company, no, you can't do that, and he, shut up, I want her. But she's a heretic, a coward. I don't care. These people fight, so don't call them cowards. And also, I want her. It's Avram's wish. I need her. Politically, everything goes down south. But it was so entertaining at that point. He took a deep dive there. He was seriously involved in the culture then. And there are other Guardians that get involved in the culture as well. His daughter and his niece later marrying another side main protagonist thingamajig are also getting involved with all of that. It's just amazing. This clash of cultures. That is one of the characters I really love there. As fanatic as he is. He's interesting, Alan. I'm Superman. And he later becomes really Superman. He can use magic. He's an embodiment of good. Wants to kill the demons, so on and so forth. Just to protect later on. But he's such a stacked character. Jody later becomes the Batman because he didn't do a thing Arlen did, so he has to rely on certain gadgets. But yeah. Right now they're both Superman and Batman, which I'm not terribly fond of. They are superheroes. Luckily, right now, the story doesn't revolve around them. I'm currently in a bit where everything is about the other characters. Mount Nomad. Scholar, this mining priest whispers the world in his dreams, and there was always first. here, he says, eat, but take nothing away with you. Rich and red. They have shark steaks plucked from the sea, thin slices of currant tuna, translucent, delicate as paper. Little crimson cakes flavored with cinnamon and coated with seeds. Held pork kidneys on crusty bread. Gorge yourself. Leave with the juices dripping from your chin. Menaces one and unaccountably peckish. Okay. This was Bad Mojo. Chapel of Light. Sure it is. Where was I? Yes. The other characters. Roja Achtfinger, Lescher Papiermacher. Garrett Holzfäller. Jetzt geht's. Now it's getting a little bit. Wonder Holzfäller. Garrett Wonder are not related. Last name is basically their job or the job of their fathers. Well, who else do we have? Who has wives? Amanda and Sigva. Amanda, daughter of Jadir. Sigva is a niece. I know this. Samos, Duke Rinnebeck. Oh yeah, we have a lot of characters. Basically political intrigue. Before that it was build up for two major battles in the north. One revolving around Lesher, Arlen, and Roya arriving at Lesher's home after some time. Where great illness made its rounds. They basically saved the village, which later became a city, and then later a barony. Oh, nicht Herzogtum, Grafschaft. I don't know the English word for Grafschaft. But later, that whole thing needed a count. Oh, that's nice. Do you have shops? Oh, thank God you have. Soup. Anyway, let me finish that. Basically, the few stacking characters that are there annoy me to no end. But then there's this cultural clash of Krasi and Tesa, and it's amazing. Well, let's catch it. And it failed. Of course it did. I love the world. Another thing that annoys me to no end. The second battle. In the third book, there were a certain type of demons introduced. Until then, it was more. The demons were rather mindless. They were beasts that came out at night and preferably hunted humans. But in the third book, right at the beginning, yeah, those demons, they are sentient ones as well, and they are evil, and they are powerful, even though they don't look like it. And they have a bodyguard, each of them. A bodyguard that can transform into various things. And they can... And those sentient demons can mind control anybody who is not warded by a certain sigil or seal. And I just sat there. Really? Really? Mr. Brett, did you really have to do that? I hate the existence of those soul demons. And these demons basically brought upon the second major battle. A battle that took place in two places. Again, the valley where Arl and Voya and Lesher first saved the people. We were literally under siege, right in the second battle, and somewhere else. Jadir's new seat of power in the north also was under siege. And I was like, really? Did that really have to happen like that? Here's the thing. Here's what I think. Because Alan was already so powerful, and Jadir with his gadgets was on the way to become just as powerful, Mr. Brett had to add those even more powerful demons that are sentient and just evil and... It's a... That's probably the biggest thing that annoys me to no end. And he had to one up the whole thing because just his two main protagonists were becoming so powerful, and they became so detached of the world. And this is a thing that annoys me with Jadir right now too. He became so detached with the world. They became so detached with the world that the only thing for them to achieve now is go down into the world of the demons and kill the great